Sales Warlord here. It's been a while since I've been on, and I guess the reason I've been off is I've moved to a tropical paradise. It's difficult to be angry living in paradise, but people being people, I've found a few people out there recently who've been inspiring me to create some well-needed sales lessons for my aspiring sales warlords out there. So I'm back on the field of battle. My sword is unsheathed. I'd like to talk to you today about a big problem that I see happening a lot in business. It's addictive, it's insidious, it's something that many people are caught up in as they start up their small business and they're out there trying to make sales, and I'll show you it now. It's called coffee. Coffee. It's actually quite nice if you're having it for the pleasure of having it, but if you're spending time with somebody who wants to pick your brain for free or wants to waste valuable hours of your life, coffee is fatal. It takes you an hour to get to the appointment, it takes you an hour to get back, it takes you half an hour sitting around with someone who you don't know whether they're going to buy or not because they want to do coffee. I don't do coffee. Not unless it's a very, 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 very highly qualified person who I really, 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 really want to sit down with. Or a friend or somebody I like. When you're calling people and they want to meet before they've purchased, very rarely is it worth doing. So I would look at the words of Sun Tzu and I would look to never fight any battle that I hadn't already won. So when you're sitting down to do coffee with somebody, know before you sit down to have coffee what the agenda is. Get an agreement from that person if you're going to. So go out and waste your time and sit down with someone. Make sure your time isn't wasted. Get an agreement with them. Get an agenda. What's going to be discussed. What the outcome is going to be. I'll show you my little thing here that I've got. It's a plan of attack. This is a battle plan. This is the village down here that we want to burn down. And here is the river. And these arrows represent my troops going to burn down the village. So one lot are going to go down the river and the other lot are going to sneak through the woods and cut off all plan of escape so the village can get burned down. Okay? Now I've got a plan. I know what I'm doing. So the good chance is that my troops are going to be in the village burning it down and not lost in the river or still on the beach or lost in the woods. So, if you're going to go do coffee with someone, have a plan. Before you go to coffee, say, okay, if I'm going to do coffee with you, what are we going to be talking about? How much money am I going to make? How much money are you going to make? How much money are we going to make? What are we discussing? What's the agenda? What's the outcome? Because if they can't answer those questions, if there's no gain for them or gain for you, if you're going to sit down for coffee, unless it's a friend or a family member, it better be someone who's going to pay you or who you're going to end up paying. Somebody who you need to give money to or someone who needs to give money to you. One or the other. Know which one it is. Because if you're sitting down to make a sale and it ends up being somebody who wants to do a joint venture where they give you stuff you don't want for the thing that you do for them or some crap like that, it's a fucking waste of your time. I only say this because I hear so many people complaining about this exact problem. It's got to stop. Don't go do lunch with people. Don't go do coffee with people. Don't go do anything with anyone unless there's a clear agenda for your business. Because otherwise you're wasting your time. You've got no chance of ever getting that time back. It's gone. It's time you could have been making sales. It's time you could have been walking your dog or burning down a village or whatever it is that catches your fancy. So stop doing coffee with people who aren't your customers. Stop doing lunch with people who aren't your clients. Stop doing a dinner with people who aren't your business partners. And start putting up some barriers around who you will and won't spend your time with, otherwise you will have no time and no money. there's my little rant for today. I hope you enjoyed it. It's good to be back.
Vultures waited for the